Hello and welcome to the Legal English Lab podcast. Today, we have an exciting topic. Have you ever heard about a young man who became a billionaire before the age of 25? Someone who helps train AI models for the biggest companies in the world, and even the U.S. military? His name is Alexandr Wang. In this episode, we'll talk about his story, his company, and how his work is shaping the future. We'll also ask some important questions about technology, power, and responsibility. Let's begin. Alexandr Wang was born in the United States in 1997. His parents were Chinese immigrants. They both worked as physicists in a famous U.S. lab called Los Alamos National Laboratory. This place is known for working on powerful technologies, including nuclear science. Alexandr grew up in a house full of books, computers, and science talk. From a young age, he loved math and programming. At school, he was a quiet but brilliant student. He joined math competitions and coding camps. At just 17 years old, Alexandr got his first tech job. He worked as a software engineer at Quora, a big question-and-answer website. There, he learned from older engineers and gained confidence in his skills. Later, he entered the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the top tech universities in the world. But after just 1 year, he left. Yes, he dropped out of the university to start his own company. Why? Because he had an idea. He believed he could build something important, and that something became Scale AI. In 2016, Alexandr Wang and his friend Lou Sequa founded Scale AI in San Francisco. So what does Scale AI do? In simple words, it helps teach artificial intelligence how to understand the world. Let's take an example. Imagine a self-driving car. The car must see the road, traffic signs, people, and other cars. But how does it learn to do that? It needs data, a lot of data, and that data must be labeled correctly. That's where Scale AI comes in. It helps companies create and organize this data. It trains AI systems to learn like humans. Scale AI does this for self-driving car companies like Toyota and Uber, tech companies like OpenAI, and even the U.S. Department of Defense. They provide technology for satellite images, drone operations, and even battlefield intelligence. Some people say this is controversial, but Alexandr believes technology should support national security. By 2021, Scale AI was valued at more than $7 billion. And Alexandr Wang became one of the youngest self-made billionaires in the world. Now, let's talk about the person behind the company. What kind of guy is Alexandr Wang? He's often described as focused, smart, and serious. He works long hours. He doesn't spend a lot of time on social media. He prefers to build, not talk. In interviews, he speaks calmly and clearly. He talks about the future of AI, the importance of responsibility, and the need for careful thinking. Here's something interesting. He believes that even small teams can change the world if they work hard and stay focused. He often says, "It's not about age, it's about impact." That's a powerful message for young people everywhere. But success also brings hard questions. Should a private company help the military? What happens when artificial intelligence is used in war? Can AI be fair and safe for everyone? These are the kinds of ethical questions people ask about Alexandr Wang's work. Some activists and journalists worry that using AI in military tools can be dangerous. They say that machines should not make life or death decisions. But Alexandr answers, democracies need to stay strong. AI can help us protect freedom if we use it carefully. So the debate continues. Some people admire him. Others ask for more transparency. Either way, it's clear that his work is powerful and full of responsibility. What can we learn from Alexandr Wang? Here are some key lessons. Age is not a limit. You don't need to be old to do something big. He was 19 when he started his company. Education is important, but action matters more. He left the university, but not because school was bad. He left because he was ready to build. AI is not just about technology, it's about people. AI can change medicine, transport, education, but it must be used with care. Responsibility grows with power. If your work affects millions, you must think deeply about its impact. Alexandr Wang's story is not over. He is still very young. His company is growing, and artificial intelligence is becoming part of every area of life. He is one of the people building the future. But the future is not just for billionaires. It's also for students, teachers, engineers, and people like you. What kind of future do we want? How should we use AI? These are questions we must all answer together. Bye for now. Before we finish, let's look at this from another angle. Alexandr Wang is not just a tech entrepreneur. His journey shows us how responsibility, ethics, and transparency are not just legal words. They are part of real decisions. When you launch a startup, it's not only about success, it's about your impact. And when your technology changes lives, questions about regulation, liability, and even intellectual property become more than theory. They become real. These essential terms are not just vocabulary. They help us understand the world and the people building its future. Thank you for listening to this episode of Legal English Lab. If you liked it, share with a friend or leave a comment. Stay curious and keep learning.